Hi guys, I'm Mike.
And I'm Stephen.
And this is F1 Fanatics. Welcome back to the channel and to another episode of F1 Fantasy Weekly, the place where you select 5 drivers, 1 constructor with 100 million budget or more if you add it up over the season. Ooh, 107 now. Look at this guy go. Look at this guy go. But you compete against your friends and the world. And of course, if you're watching this, you must be part of the F1 Fanatics Fantasy League because it is the most prestigious F1 Fantasy League in the world.
In the world.
In the world. Is that it for today?
Yeah.
That just about covers Austria?
You have to... Come on, it wasn't a bad week. You've got all that extra budget. Surely you spent that budget on a driver that really performed well this week. And really made up those points for you that you've done the hard work. Now you've just got to let your new, more expensive driver do the talking on track.
I thought Esteban Ocon was my friend. It turns out
That's my friend.
Esteban Ocon is not my friend. Because as soon as I put that guy in there, he lets me down. Lets me down. Obviously, last week, I let myself get a bit out of hand. My feelings about Esteban Ocon. This week, all I can say to Esteban, with you out there naturally watching it,
of course,
because he likes to keep up to date with his F1 fantasy team. You've let us all down. Here we go, Esteban. Give me 2 seconds.
Could say you're not angry, you're just disappointed.
Yep, it's very true. But hold on, Stephen. I've got something to say to Esteban Ocon.
Okay. Are you meant to be recording this?
Yeah, we're recording this.
Oh, we are?
Yeah.
What are you being recorded?
No, not screen recording. No, we're fine. I was just working out. It's 21% of all F1 fantasy players.
Is that how many people got Esteban Ocon?
They deserve an apology.
Feeling good now.
They deserve an apology.
They deserve an apology.
And you owe it to them. Get out! Just leave. Just leave. You're not welcome anymore. Just get out.
Poor Esteban.
Right, should we get on with the rest of this? Because we've got to get on with it. Right, okay.
Do a little screen record starts now.
Screen record starts now! We've done that. We were here, but really we're starting here. Stephen, do you want to do points? There you go.
I will do the points.
There you go. Points.
Top of the charts, Max Verstappen 44 points, Lewis Hamilton got 38 points, Valtteri Bottas 34, Carlos Sainz 24.
Best turbo pick of the week didn't even come into contention, but Carlos Sainz, you beauty!
Purely on teammate points and overtakes. Because he just picked the other 2 turbo picks of Checo Perez and Lando Norris, who both shared 22 points, which means it's the 3rd time this season we don't have a top 5, we have a top 6. Incredible.
Even Tara thought that was incredible. Gonna come up, Tara?
These kind of things don't happen regularly. And when they do, you've just got to soak it in.
Appreciate the moment.
There we go. Yeah, Carlos Sainz, when I was doing this, I didn't even register that Carlos Sainz was the best turbo pick. I was like, Checo got the same as Lando in the end. I didn't even register Sainz.
Didn't even register him. He was just a non-existent blip in your world.
Yeah, he was.
But what a performance from C Sainz.
C Sainz. C Sainz Jr.
C Sainz Jr.
Any other thoughts on that top 5? Max comes out top again.
Pretty predictable. But it's done a decent job. They're disappointing for Perez having 22, but that's just literally because of the podium, is it not?
Yeah, if he got podium, he would have been best turbo pick.
Yeah. So, is what it is. So we'll get on to the rest, because I think the rest is where some interesting performances have been.
So, the rest. The 16-point club with Lance Stroll, Charles Leclerc. Then we have Kimi Räikkönen with 15 points.
Charles Leclerc got 16 still. He kind of feels like he should have had less than that. But I guess he just maintained.
Where did he qualify?
P7.
Did he actually?
Yeah, so just start at P7, finish P7.
So he got the teammate points he got a lot of points for qualifying. And then, just got the championship points, pulled him over. Lance Stroll also got 6. Kimi Räikkönen, standout performer, 15 points. The best of that 5 to 10 million range.
But not noteworthy performance enough, considering Mick Schumacher still got 13.
Yeah, but if you have a freedom of choice between the two, every point counts.
You know who was better than?
Esteban Ocon.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. Correct.
Yuki Tsunoda also got 13 points along with Mick Schumacher, as we mentioned. Fernando Alonso got 11 points. Esteban Ocon a solid 8 points. Sebastian Vettel 7 points. Nikita Mazepin 6 points. Antonio Giovinazzi a disappointing 5 points there. Nicholas Latifi 4.
Can we just take a pause on Esteban Ocon?
Can I finish the order first? I was so close.
No, you can, almost. Right. Esteban Ocon has 60 points in total this season. Kimi Räikkönen has 70. He has less points than an Alfa Romeo driver. He's out. He's gone for good.
Where was I? Nicholas Latifi 4 points. Daniel Ricciardo 3. Pierre Gasly. Oh, shocker. Minus 5 points. Thank you, Charles Leclerc. And George Russell minus 11 points. What? Why are you laughing now?
George Russell, minus 11.
Oh, bloody hell, George.
At least Esteban Ocon got a big swing on those players.
Yeah, George. Woo! If I had him in the team, I would have made more of a thing about it being a heartbreak. But I guess if you did have him...
Heartbreak.
Massive heartbreak. He would have been probably around Lance Stroll mark, 16 points, somewhere around there. 20 points maybe. Ends up on minus 11 though, bringing him to a sad bottom of the leaderboard, 26 points. Just behind Nikita Mazepin on 27 points. Ouch. Oof.
Oof. Right, yeah, I guess.
But yeah, my standout one is Kimi, and Sainz somehow gets... No. Sainz somehow gets best turbo pick. And then the Pierre Gasly, I think a lot of people suffered there. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah, a lot of players. You're done? Mercedes.
Yeah, Mercedes somehow nicked it, even though they had less championship points. But 62 to Mercedes, 61 to Red Bull, 35 to Ferrari, 20 to McLaren.
So a lot of players maybe gambled on going for the McLaren race streak. And obviously Daniel Ricciardo did not cash in on that. And big points lost. That might have got me some kind of points back if any of those players. I know JB in our league went for the McLaren Ricciardo Vettel gamble. So he lost big time this weekend. Sorry, JB.
Then we have the 18-point club with AlphaTauri Aston Martin making this a double of top 6 from the teams and the drivers. Incredible. Isn't that incredible?
Scenes that have never been seen before.
Have you ever seen this in your lifetime before?
I have not. No.
Jeez.
It may have happened before. We just may not have been paying attention.
No, this has never happened in the history of humankind. To round off the last 4, Alfa Romeo 15, Alpine 14, Haas 14, and Williams 3 points.
Mega! Woo! Yeah, sorry, table got a little bit excited there because I was just so excited. Right, yeah, there's the points.
Yeah.
Bish, bash, bosh. Right, as it's a review preview, we'll storm through
I did have a little look at our team, and
I don't know where I am.
Our team, our league,
234, solid.
Does seem like the super team is being formed, and is like everyone has now got a slight variation of these 6 drivers in team, which is, if we look at number.
Well, joint top 5 or joint 4 is Raja Team 1, 179 points. Verstappen, Turbo Norris, Checo, same as there. Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Red Bull.
This is the team.
It does.
I had a little flick through the top 100, and it's like everyone has this, or there is a slight variation, which I think we'll see in the top 5. Well, Akil, Team 1.
He did the same.
Job done in top 5.
Job done. Did the same. Jad, Team 1.
Here's the
P3. Got Gio.
Gio instead of Mick.
Cost him there, but didn't cost him in championship position. Leveraged, David A. Same team.
Yep.
What a run through of this. But congratulations to David A for being second in the league. And top Sean Francis. Like I said, that mega driver at Silverstone, 2 weeks' time, we're going to be seeing, well, not 2 weeks' time, but 2 races' time. I think we're going to see a little bit of a change up to this top 5 order.
It depends if it comes off.
Yeah, it does depend when it comes off. But I still think, though, yet to play mega driver, they're not. Raniel Ricciardo isn't too far away from it. But if we look at those top 2, really close. So every point does matter between them. What's that? About 4 points difference. So that's mega close at the top. It's really 1732, 1727, 1727. That's fantastic scores so far.
It's going to come down to who turbos who. Because I don't see many people, or if you back Gio ahead of Mick and one has a better race than the other. But at the moment, with current prices, current performances, this is like the super team.
This is the super team. This is the team that people are going to play safe with.
Yeah.
But, so that was it. Congratulations to those guys in the top 5. I don't think any changes. I think it just kind of stayed as it is. And I think that's how it will stay till Silverstone. Because they're all going to, like you said, pretty much have a similar team. So there's not really going to be any kind of major point swings in that top bunch. And I guess everyone's just kind of playing it safe and where it is at the moment to kind of see where. And it's going to be later in the season where they're going to look to capitalise.
Exactly.
Means someone like Ollie Team 1 down here. Oliver C. Great Britain. Do you reckon that's Ollie Caldwell? Could you imagine?
Same team. Oh no, Yuki. What?
Bold Yuki, but
fair enough.
Kind of came off. Well, not really, but matched the Mick Schumacher bunch because they scored the same this week. But yes, teams. Looking ahead to Austria this weekend. So I brought in Gio. I missed out. Ocon actually went down in price as well, so he made me hate him even more. But yeah, we go on top picks. Cannot see anything other than Max Verstappen. Can you?
No. Yeah, I think you'd be foolish to back against. Is that how you back against? No, that's definitely not the same. You'd be foolish not to think Max would do the double and win at Austria.
Correct. Foolish.
Foolish.
Checo is now consistently getting into. He's going to be there, and Lando Norris again. It's still at 14 million is an absolute steal.
Yeah. You need him in your team. Even if you haven't had him in your team, you need to get Lando in your team.
Now, this is where the difference is going to be for me because, Max there, but I think this.
Oh.
Could even go as far as Gio.
Whoa. Look who's showing off now.
But I think...
You can't get Gio, can
you? Probably not, no.
Yeah, I think you're 0.1 off. You're an Esteban Ocon off.
Smart. But I think in variations, that could be the guy. Upgrading a Sainz rather than a Gasly, because I think that Ferrari is just more consistent than AlphaTauri.
You say that, but Gasly could have been the best turbo pick of the weekend.
Could have been again.
If he hadn't got taken out by Leclerc.
It's an interesting one. That would have been the best pick this weekend, but again, Pierre Gasly and Mick Schumacher, I think it's where you are.
Yeah, it just depends if you take the gamble on Ferrari. Ferrari could be worth a gamble because we've seen they've done well at Styria.
And I think looking at teams now, let's look. So Pierre Gasly is in 48%, 46% of teams, and he is on a qualifying streak this week, which means Gasly is he's the only one on a streak, so you got to go from there. And then Mick Schumacher is in 26 actually, and George Russell is in 40%. So I don't know. This week, Mick Schumacher's a safe bet, but George Russell might be the one.
Seen his performance, there are some slight different. I think there's a change of tyres. I'm not sure if they're softer or harder.
I believe they're softer.
And we may have cooler temperatures. You kind of back George to replicate his performance.
If you're in... The problem is with this, the fight between Mick and George. George has been so inconsistent. Not necessarily in performance, but as in results, whether that be mechanical failures in there. Mick Schumacher has been so consistent. So the guys at the top don't have to risk it because it's going to be 5-6 points. The maximum I can see is really a 10-point swing, or it'll be a 20-point swing if it's the week that Mick Schumacher DNFs. So George Russell has the potential, but Mick Schumacher just feels the safer bet. And I think at the moment, especially with Gasly being on that streak, Gio has potential for someone like me, budget-wise, who can afford it. And I think you can probably afford it budget-wise if you wanted.
To do what?
Now, because this is pretty much the money team as well. If you wanted to go
about
Gasly.
1 million more than me.
Okay. So you definitely could afford a Giovinazzi.
Yeah.
But
I'm on the Mick train, 100%.
Absolutely.
I've been preaching it.
Absolutely. Kimi Räikkönen is another guy that I look at. Had a very strong Austria. Potentially, he could be one that you gamble on. It just feels Mick Schumacher. I can't really. This feels like for Austria with what we've seen, especially as Gasly has got the streak, it does limit options otherwise as well. Ocon looks bleh. Raikkonen's the gamble probably worth taking. Do you double AlphaTauri? Could pay off. You were impressed with Yuki Tsunoda, but Mick Schumacher is the surefire safe bet, I think, for this weekend.
Yeah.
And the rest, like we say, looks after itself.
Mick gets you those teammate points, and he gets you positions gained if he finishes the race.
Absolutely. Turbo picks. Perez, Norris. If someone like a Sainz does well again, obviously he comes into play. Charles Leclerc and Gasly are also potential for turbo picks because Gasly can sometimes make positions, guaranteed teammate points.
I wouldn't say Leclerc and I wouldn't say Sainz. Those would be risky.
Yeah, absolutely.
I say your top three is Checo, which I think is your safe bet. Lando, solid. He had a great first round.
I think they're both safe bets.
He wasn't challenged. Maybe if Sainz qualified higher, Lando would have been challenged a bit. And then Gasly is the third one with that quali streak. You could get a better turbo from it.
Yes. But that's pretty much it, I think. As it's the same track, there isn't much variation. There isn't much to kind of talk about in terms of that, although we've probably still gone on for, 16 minutes, because that's what we do.
Well, it's a preview review.
It's a preview review. But yeah, that's kind of thoughts on it.
Yeah. We're only after...
The super team has been formed.
Yes, and after Austria, we're going to have the next round of Mega Drivers. Oh, at Silverstone. Oh.
It's exciting. This is where the last round of Mega Drivers will be played.
Before the summer break.
Yeah. There may obviously be some who aren't really into it, who may play it at different points, or may even gamble at holding out for the race streak before. Or does the race streak come in now before the end? But they're going to have the quali streak with sprint qualifying, and it feels...
Technically, if you back the guy that gets pole from qualifying, first in sprint race, and first in the race, you will score more points than people in Monaco who had the racing quality streak.
Come on, Max. Because I think he's the guy with the car to do it. Although Lewis Hamilton, you can never rule out at Silverstone.
Exactly.
We'll be there at Silverstone, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Bring you live coverage from Silverstone.
Oh, we probably could go live, to be fair, because we can go live from the phone.
Let's do it.
But yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we might even do a fantasy live show between FP3 and qualifying while we're there. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Let us know your teams in the comments below. Let us know how you got on this weekend, your thoughts ahead of this weekend too. You top picks are, what kind of things the gamble teams you're going to make, or do you think it's just playing it safe with that super team at the moment? Make sure you're not losing points to competitors and just kind of consolidating to pick the right weekends to maybe take a gamble on.
Oh yeah. Nice.
And if they're new around here or haven't done so already, Stephen,
they can like, subscribe and ding that bell.
Ding it! So for now, you F1 fans, keep racing.